Hello everyone, welcome to this week's lesson. This week I thought I'd do something about horses. Now someone did a picture earlier in the week. In fact, a few of you done some pictures with horses in, and I thought maybe we'd a chance to have a little go at it in detail. So it's inspired really by this article from the paint magazine that I get each month from the Society of Amateur Artists. Now they suggested doing it in a new black glossy acrylic paint they've got, but I think you could manage quite well if you used charcoal and pencil to get it, and those watercolour pencils would work well with it too. So here we go. Let's have a look at some pictures of horses, not many this week. This is not by Leonardo da Vinci, at least I can't say it is by him. It looks like it is, but it isn't credited to him, but the detail in there is fabulous. Now this one is by Leonardo da Vinci, and it's got a picture of a horse standing on its back legs. And we've got to remember that when this picture was painted, there were no cameras. So he had to do that just by looking at it and remembering. And of course, this one is by George Stubbs. It's a fabulous painting, really good. And he had a camera to help him. And this one, final picture in the sequence, is surprisingly Harlequin sitting on a horse by Picasso, would you believe? Not his usual style, quite different. And I couldn't talk about horses without showing you these two. Well, actually, there's four of them. The other two are spread out a bit further. You'll find them in St. Mark's Cathedral in Venice. Up the stairs on the right-hand side, you'll find them. And they are made of bronze, and they came from the Colossus in Rome. And they are the most fabulous bronze sculptures I've ever seen anywhere. In fact, they're just unbelievable. If you ever go to Venice, it is an absolute must. You've got to go and see these four horses. They're not the ones standing outside in the rain and the wind getting damaged by the atmosphere. They're tucked away inside, and they are absolutely beautiful. So, drawing a horse. Do you need some help with that? Well, here goes. Give you some simple guidelines just how to draw a horse. First of all, a series of circles, one for the head, one for the body, one for the front legs, one for the back legs, and they're not circles, they're ovals, and one for the muzzle. And then join and put in the legs. Don't forget the knees and the hooves. Okay, join those up together. Note where the horse's eyes go, right, in the middle of that little circle there. And then in 5 easy stages, you've got a horse. You find that very easy to do. No trouble at all. Do that standing on your head. Okay, but maybe you don't want to draw the whole horse. Maybe like the magazine picture from paint, you want to do just the horse's head. So a simple little bit of guidelines to help you here. Okay, just a simple little sketch first of all, and then gradually build it up. Rather than note where the eyes go, and then put in the ears, the mane, nostrils. So from a very, very simple sketch, gradually build it up to get the picture you want. He's put a bridle in here, but you don't need to do that if you don't want to. Let your horse run free and easy. Okay, does that help? Well, I hope it does. It's supposed to help. So maybe you don't want to do the horse standing still. Maybe you want to do your horse running, kicking up some dust and getting a sense of movement into it, like we did the other day, if you remember. Well, have a look at this picture here. This is by a man called Wheeler, and he's got two horses racing. But it was painted a long time before we had moving cameras making film. And of course, Mr. Wheeler didn't know how horses ran. And you can see the horses there have got their legs outstretched. They're not moving in the way that we know a horse moves. And later on, an artist actually had a series of cameras lined up on the side of the field and got a horse to walk across so he could study how the horse's legs moved. And of course, they move like this, don't they? One. Maybe you could use one of these as a pattern for your horse when you draw it to get the legs in the right position, or maybe do 2 or 3 horses all with their legs in a different place. So there you go. Your mission, you will accept, is to draw a horse, or horses, or a whole flock, herd, shoal, I don't know. See if you can draw a horse, okay? Either like it was in the paint magazine using charcoal and pencil, or maybe going a bit further and doing some work on paint. It's up to you. But I hope to see some nice pictures of horses this week, okay? Have fun, happy painting.